What's going on, Jerome's? Over the last 4 years, Cam Bynum, the converted cornerback, the former fourth-round pick out of Cal, has brought a ton of joy to the Minnesota Vikings defense, not only with his high-level play on the field, but also being the coordinator of the turnover sellies. Just doing some really fun things there. And Beasley, because that's what it comes down to. Well, he should learn how to tackle Jahmyr Gibbs in the open field as opposed to coordinating Selly. Sure, fine, yes, agreed. But also, at the end of the day, it's a kid's game. And it's supposed to be fun, so have some fun. That's right. And Beasley has done great things with the Philippines. Does great things in the community. Love what he does. Just realized I'm wearing a Japan shirt. Yeah. Anyways, but he, Metellus, and Harrison Smith, the ageless wonder, future Hall of Famer, have formed the MF and Trident alkaline trio, shaking over the last 2 years on defense. For Flores, as they've deployed 3 safeties as starters. You love to see it. They've done some really fantastic work. And Beasley played out his contract here this year, had a phenomenal season, and now the question is he going to be back? Or will he leave in free agency? Beasley said this at a Fan HQ event via Fox 9, quote, "I'm not sure what it's looking like, but I'm praying I'm back here," in the great state of Minnesota. Also, he said this when it was like 20 below. Need to point that out. Obviously, I've loved everything about my 4 years here, the community, even outside of the building and football, every person I've been able to meet over the 4 years, but on top of that being a Viking, there's nothing better. I'm praying it will work out, and I know God will put me exactly where I need to be, but I'm just soaking in every single moment that I can here. So, a little bit of hedging. Obviously, he said that he wants to be here, but he's going to end up where he needs to be, and he's just soaking in every single moment here. But we've loved him in the community. We've loved him on the team as well. And Beasley, this season, 96 tackles, third on the team, 3 interceptions, which was a career high, tied for second on the team, 10 passes broken up, also a career high, and also tied for second on the team. So Beasley, over the last 2 years, has been a high-level contributor on the back end of that defense. And obviously would like him back, but it has to make sense monetarily, right? So right now, look at the safety market. It's pretty thick. It's pretty THICC thick. Now, Antoine Winfield Jr., I know people are going to piss him off. It's like, oh, should have been Kyle Hamilton. Should have had Kyle Hamilton. Blah, 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 blah. Not drafting Antoine Winfield Jr. with the second first-round pick that the Vikings had in 2020 is a much larger error. And the took Jeff Gladney, rest in power. But you know Antoine Winfield Jr., and you needed a body in the defensive back room, and it could have been Winfield Jr. and Harris a long time, but no, of course. Just imagine if you had a first round where you had Justin friggin' Jefferson at 22 and Antoine Winfield Jr. At 25, even though you traded back, and then the 49ers took Ayuk at 25. But anyways, gloriousness. But how much is Beasley going to cost? So projections-wise, put him at $14-15 million per year. Putting him in the Buda Baker, Kyle Duggar, Jesse Bates III type area. And the question is Beasley as impactful as Jesse Bates III? No. I love Beasley to death, but is he the game changer that Jesse Bates III is? No. Is he in the conversation with a Duggar or Baker or Grant Delpit or Marcus Williams? Yes, I think he certainly is. So that's where the line of demarcation is. But Kwesi, you do have to factor in Moneyball. And even though the Vikings have a myriad of cap space this year and also can free up more either with restructures or some cap casualties, they're just not going to waste money all willy-nilly. And if you look at Kwesi's track record over the last 3 years, so he inherited the massive Harrison Smith contract, but he's actually finessed Harrison into pay cuts over the last 3 seasons. Also, you look at Josh Metellus, who, if it came down to it and you can only extend one between Bynum and Metellus, I would pick Metellus. Just is what it is. But he had the foresight to sign Metellus to a 2-year, $8 million extension before 2023 when Metellus became a full-time starter in Flores' defense, playing every single position because he just had that foresight that he knew that Metellus was going to have a big season. So it doesn't really mesh with Kwesi's worldview of team building, of spending big-time money at safety. Where obviously it's important, but it's not seen as a premium position in the eyes of the league, but we'll see what happens. Also, I do think that Theo Jackson is ready to rise up and be a starter next year, whether it's in place of Harrison, if Harrison retires, or if Cam Beasley leaves. I think that Theo Jackson would step in one for one for what Cameron Bynum has done over the last couple of years. But I obviously would like him back, except it does have to make financial sense. I think Beasley understands that the business is the business as well. So we'll just go from there. And I think, Kwesi's going to do like they've done with contract negotiations in the past, where it's just like, all right, Cam Beasley, we will give you X amount of dollars, and if you can get more somewhere else, take it. And, God bless you. I think that's what it's going to be. I think the Vikings probably going to offer something lowish, maybe $12 million per year. And I think Beasley will certainly get more in free agency. So if this is it, it's been real. It has been fun, and it has been real fun. But I guess we'll see what happens. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Cam Bynum, praying that he's back here with the Vikings. We'll see. Let us know. Comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull production value.